Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 196, part 2. Using Sefer Hachinuch, Mitzvah Day keeps your soul in its way. And here we go, the prohibition to reveal the ervah of one's paternal sister, who is the daughter of one's father's wife. Since this mitzvah prohibition applies only to sisters and not stepsisters, it is seemingly redundant, as all types of sisters, whether paternal, maternal, or both, are already covered by the mitzvah prohibition of one sister, which was mitzvah 192. The Chinuch already explained above the purpose of this mitzvah. Here he reiterates his explanation, adding a Talmudic source to substantiate it. Says the author, the Chinuch, I have already written above in the explanation of the ervah prohibition of a sister, which was mitzvah 192, that this additional prohibition that is stated here comes for no reason other than to establish that a sister born from the wife of one's father is the subject of a separate ervah prohibition. Thus, a person who cohabits with a sister born to his father in wedlock transgresses two prohibitions, one for cohabiting with one's sister and another for cohabiting with the daughter of one's father's wife. This concept of transgressing two prohibitions for one act of cohabitation is similar to that which we stated in the context of one's mother, which was mitzvah 190, that if one's mother is also the wife of his father, he is liable for two transgressions for cohabiting with her. He is liable for having transgressed the prohibition of one's mother and for having transgressed the prohibition of one's father's wife. Likewise, one who cohabits with a sister, who is also the daughter of his father's wife, i.e., she was born to his father in wedlock, is liable for two transgressions, as we just explained. The Chinuch supports his contention that this mitzvah prohibition comes for no reason other than to create additional liability for cohabitation with a paternal half-sister born in wedlock. The proof that this is indeed true is that which the sages of blessed memory stated in Tractate Yevamos. The rabbis taught in a brisa, one who cohabits with his sister, who is also the daughter of his father's wife, is liable for transgressing the ervah prohibition of one sister and also for transgressing the ervah prohibition of one's father's wife's daughter. Rabbi Yossi, the son of Rabbi Yehuda, says he is liable only for transgressing the ervah prohibition of one sister. The Gemara proceeds to explain the first opinion, which represents the majority view. What is the reason of the rabbis of the Brisa who impose double liability? They say, since it is already written in Leviticus, the ervah of your sister, whether your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, you shall not reveal their ervah. Why do I need the additional verse that states the ervah of your father's wife's daughter, who is born to your father? She is your sister, you shall not reveal her ervah. Why is that necessary? Derive from it that a brother who cohabits with his sister, who is also his father's wife's daughter, i.e., she is a paternal sister born in wedlock, is liable for transgressing the prohibition of one sister, as well as for transgressing the prohibition of one's father's wife's daughter. Okay? So, we will continue, God willing, the final part of this mitzvah tomorrow. Thanks for listening to sponsor Future Mitzvah 36, 100 for the gold. Have a wonderful day.